Hello everybody, and welcome to a stream. And in this stream, I'm going to be playing a game that was heavily criticized back when the game first released on Wii U, you know, PS4, pretty much almost all the modern systems back then, except for 3DS and Vita, which, as far as I know, never released. And, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be streaming Mighty Number 9. Now, before I begin, I'm going to do the usual stuff. Be sure that the chat works here. So before I begin, I'm going to make sure that the chat works. Someone said somebody is watching the stream. I will type in test to be sure that the chat works. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to laugh because, well, I gave the game up to 3 playthroughs, although I deleted that one save file, but I did play through the game 3 times. Alright, so it's that somebody is watching the stream. So I type in test right about now. Let's see if it works. Alright, so the chat, it did work, so, yeah. Back when this game first released, back when this game was first announced, this game got an insane amount of hype. Because back then, Capcom didn't really care about Mega Man anymore. So, Keiji Inafune, he made his own Mega Man type game. And the game went through so many delays that when the game released, it's like people didn't really care all that much. But then they played it and they heavily criticized it, and well, yeah. So anyways, yeah, I found this game for about like $15 or something like that over at some retro store. So I figured, hey, why not? It's only $15, so I figured, hey, why not? Why not? Let's see how bad the game is. And, well, after my 3 playthroughs, even though it's going to look like I only played the game twice because I deleted one of the save files, after 3 playthroughs on this game, I will say that I can definitely see where people are coming from. Some of the level design is outright ridiculous, especially when we get to the frickin' especially when we get to the final boss. Yeah, that shit is outright ridiculous. And yeah, so to those who are like, oh, Video Game Fan 96, why are you torturing yourself into playing this game, especially since you have yet to play Mega Man X6? And I would agree to that. I would, but the reason why I am streaming this game is to show you guys on why some of this is actually pretty bad. You know, I just to show you guys, you know, well, that and plus I figured, you know, what, may as well, right? As for the game itself, I think the game is okay. Like it is kind of fun, kind of, but some things I do not like about this game. So yeah. So anyways, yeah, when you first boot up the game, you can also have retro music. For the sake of the playthrough, I'm gonna make sure that everything is set to its defaults. In regards to the audio, it's a shame you can't really hear much of the music in the game. Well, in 8-bit music you can kind of hear it. But anyway. Anyways, yeah. I've been wasting 4 minutes, I've been wasting 4 minutes talking, and so yeah. Let's begin Mighty Number 9, shall we? So yes, like I said, it looks like I did not play this game 3 times, because one of the save files I did delete. My first playthrough of this game took me 4 hours, 21 minutes, and 45 seconds, although I wouldn't be surprised if most of that time was because I was dying in quite a bit of stages, especially the final boss. That shit was pissing me off. And then the second playthrough, well, yeah, it was better. Hello JB, welcome to the stream of Mighty Number 9. I hope you enjoy the stream, or lack of enjoyment because of this game. But I'm streaming this game just to show you guys, well, mainly to show you guys how weird this game is, especially its level design. But I'll show you guys. I guess I'll show you guys on this stream. I mean, the game is kind of fun, in my opinion. It's kind of fun, but not really. It's fun when you're trying to go through the levels really fast, you know, like Mega Man X. But when you judge it from a level design standpoint, it's, yeah, oof, and everything else. So I wasted enough time as it is talking like this. So let's begin. Mighty Number 9. Well, actually, I lied. Because, when we start the game, well, when you first start the game, you only have, like, 2 options. As far as I remember, the only 2 options you start when you first play the game is Normal and Maniac. So Normal is your typical difficulty, you know, so it's just, okay, it's still hard, but, you know, didn't try hard yet, didn't try hyper, but Maniac, no. Just like it says right there, no questions asked, one-hit death mode. No, screw that, because I am not dealing with that. Now, just to make the playthrough a little bit easier, even though the game is still ridiculously hard, we are going to start the game on the normal difficulty. So, let's get started, and I hope you guys enjoy the stream. Alright, well anyways, we'll have a cutscene, so enjoy, I guess. Let's watch.
It is the present year. Breakthroughs in robotic technology have ushered in a new era of peace and prosperity. Violence is confined to the Battle Coliseum, where robot combatants face off in spectacular duels. Today, the Coliseum walls once again echo with the shouts and cheers of excited fans, when suddenly...
System ready? Go!
Professor! Back. And functioning normally, it would appear. What on earth has happened? It's chaos everywhere. Well, we won't figure it out here. We must make for the laboratory, and quickly! Beck, you forge ahead and clear a secure path. I'll follow and monitor your progress. Yes, sir.
Alright, yep. The main character's name is called Beck. And that right there is Dr. White. Yes, it's Dr. White, not Dr. Light. Dr. White, so totally different than Dr. Light from the classic Mega Man series. Totally different. So anyways, yeah, when you first start the game here, you only have 2 things you can do. Well, actually it's 3 things. Move around, jump, and shooting. Like your typical Mega Man. Yeah, if you gently press the X button, he'll do a little hop. If you hold X, he'll do a bigger jump. Back here can only shoot up to 3 pellets at a time. However, he can also climb on ledges like this. So yeah, you can also do this where, so yeah, You can do that, but some of the time, that game mechanic doesn't even work some of the time. But anyways, you'll have another cutscene too.
Once again, the president has declared a countrywide state of emergency. This based on reports of haywire robots rampaging out of control in all 52 states. I'm being told we have a comment from Gregory Graham, CEO of Cherry Dynamics. Cherry Dyne, of course, being the world's leading robot manufacturer. Let's go there now, live.
Attention! Attention! Is this thing on? Oh. My fellow Americans, in this time of crisis, we at Cherry Dyne would just like to express that this isn't our fault. It's that Dr. Blackwell. He's the one behind this. Blame him! We at Cherry Dyne are doing all we can to help fix the situation. It's Blackwell. Hello, is this thing on?
Avi?
And now let's go live to our Eye in the Sky Avi for today's Avi News Traffic Report. Thanks, Avi. As you can see, we've got a few accidents eastbound on, well, everywhere!
Mighty number 6? What does he think he's doing? Unless... could he be malfunctioning too?
Well, yeah, so apparently, Blackwell is apparently the bad guy. But I'm gonna spoil you guys anyway. Blackwell isn't even really the bad guy. Which is kind of funny, considering the cutscene that was playing around, but anyway.
A security bot. And it's out of control, like all the others. Beck, there's no other way. You'll need to fight your way through. You can handle this. I know you can.
Okay, so...
Professor, I'll do it.
Alright, so like in typical, Mega Man type fashion,
Beck,
well, after Dr. White, is talking,
robot,
or is done talking.
My goodness, assimilate them? Of course, I designed him with that capability, but I hadn't thought it functional yet. Why now?
So, yeah, with the dashing thing, yeah, the default is R1. But I made it to circle because that is what I'm used to. Yeah, when the enemies are like certain colors like blue and some other colors, yeah, you can dash right into them, which well, depending on the circumstances. Well, yeah, you see the XL recover thing in the pause screen? Well, by defeating enemies, you can get them. But here's the thing, though. If you die, guess what? If you die, all of that hard work that you have done to refill them is gone. It's not like how it is in Mega Man X. Or Mega Man, the classic series. It's not like how it is in Mega Man X and the classic series, where if you die, the tanks, the sub-tanks, the energy tanks, all of them, it's not like how it is in those games, where they'll come back. Like all the energy you have from dying is fine and dandy. Here, you cannot afford to die. If you die, all of that hard work, boom, done. As for the second one, the only way you're gonna get the second recovery thing is if you constantly die in the level. If you constantly die in the level, there's this robot thing that will give you that. So basically, in other words, you only have up to. So in other words, if you are playing the game extremely well, you'll only be able to get one energy thing to recover your health. Yes, that's how bad. That's how they want you to play the. They want you to play the game almost flawlessly, pretty much, which I do not like that. I get that this is a Mega Man type game. I get that. Do they really expect you to be so precise about this? And trust me, when we get to the later levels, you'll see what I mean. I mean, Mega Man X X6 is also bad, and I am not looking forward to that game. Let's just say that right now. Yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna stream Mega Man X6 on the channel.
Here we go.
But I will say that I'm not looking forward to Mega Man X6 either, for the same reasons. You know. Don't get me wrong, I do like some hard games. I do like some hard games.
Here we go.
But if the game is BS, then it's like, well, why?
Just ahead. Sonda, are you still there? Have the robots torn you to pieces?
Criminy! Tactful as always, William. I'm here, but for Pete's sake, hurry!
What was that?
I'll also try my best to not skip the cutscenes, because I'm just used to skipping cutscenes, because I did that on my other two playthroughs. The first playthrough I didn't skip any of the cutscenes, for obvious reasons. So our very first boss fight is the Round Digger, which doesn't really sound right. But anyways, yeah. Hello, Blue Hedgehog Man, and welcome to the stream of Money Number 9. Because, you know, this is a Mega Man type game. Because this is the intro boss, of course he's gonna be pretty easy. So,
Come on. Snap out of it.
so yeah, nothing really to say about that boss.
Mission clear.
And as for the ranking system, the highest you can get is an S. But as far as I know, the S, you have to do it perfectly, as far as I recall. And even then, the ranking system doesn't really give you anything, unless you are trying to get an achievement for getting an S rank or something, or some other achievement or trophy, whatever. Other than that, I don't really think trying to go for bigger ranks is really all that necessary. And yeah, this game does have quite a bit of cutscenes. It's kind of cutscene heavy in a way. So enjoy the next cutscene.
Are you all right?
Will,
Or this cutscene, rather.
Beck, thank goodness. But where are the other mighty numbers?
Well, based on empirical evidence, I believe they might be suffering from this robot affliction that's going around.
Crikey! It's like every bot in America went completely nuts all at once. Let me contact my brother at the head office in Tokyo. Maybe he can send help. I'm sorry, Soichiro. Please understand. The Japanese government won't let us intervene until we know the cause of the malfunctions. I was afraid of that. But it makes sense. After all, any robots you send to help could be affected as well, making things even worse.
Just to confirm, Mr. Sonda, if we can isolate the cause of the robot rampage, you'll send aid?
Absolutely, Professor White. Anything we can do. Did you have a plan in mind?
Yes. We'll send Beck to track down all his fellow mighty numbers. Great idea! Wait, what? His assimilation ability should filter any irregularities from his siblings' programming. If we can gather and study multiple samples, perhaps we can isolate the cause of the problem.
It's a long shot, but it's our only hope. The fate of the entire country hangs in the balance. I'll finish reactivating Cole so she can provide support. Let's get to it!
Professor, Not to worry, Beck. This is well within your capabilities.
Yep, these are the cutscenes. They don't even bother to animate the mouths. They could have released and made the mouths flip-flap at least. But
it's
no.
up to us to
Yeah, that right there is Call. It is a shame that, well, yeah, she's only playable in one stage. One stage. I really wish you could have played as Call. Like maybe have it to where when you beat the game, Call is playable. Like you can play as her in all the stages. But no, Call is only playable in one stage. And with Call, well, yeah, not only is she playable all on one stage, but she also gives you tips in the game. Yeah, and there's certain things that they don't explain to the players. And as for Dr. White, he just gives you challenges and that kind of, you know, all that jazz. Now, just like your typical Mega Man fashion, we have 8 mighty numbers to fight before we get on to the last stages. I don't have all, well, okay, so yeah, we have, Pyro. Yes, I'm gonna, you know, like shorten these names, because that's what they do. We have Pyro, Cryo, Dyna, that's kind of hard to read, Seismic, or Seizo, or whatever, Battalion, Aviator, or Aviator, which is probably my favorite of the mighty numbers of all of them. We have Brandish, which, well, with his weakness, he's really not that fun to fight. And then this stage. Oh, I hate this stage so much. A Country Shade, or yeah, kind of hard to read because the text is so dang small. So yeah, I do not like his stage at all. So yeah, we're gonna go on to this stage right here because it's one of my favorite stages, and he's also kind of fun to fight against, somewhat. I do like the song that plays here. It's a shame though that even when you crank up the music all the way, you can barely hear it. Because I do like the song that plays here.
Mighty number 6 must be transmitting from the apex.
Sorry to make you climb it on foot, Mac, but it's all part of the plan.
Yeah, it's also not really required to defeat all of the enemies, but if you want like a certain high score, then yeah, you're gonna want to defeat these enemies. And the reason that's why I didn't grab that is because I think if I recall correctly, that's just you know a thing where you get a full health. And which, as of right now, my health is all the way filled up.
Testing, check 1, check 2. And now,
Yeah, so as long as yeah, if you go fast like I'm trying to, I'm trying to, the levels can be kind of fun. And for $15 that I paid for, well, technically I paid $20 because I didn't have $15, you know, in terms of, you know, the exact amount. So I paid up to $20. And for $20, I could have spent my money on, I could have spent $20 or $15 on the price. I could have spent my money on worse games. I mean, I really don't think this game is as bad as some people says it is, but I could definitely see where people are going with this on why it's not good, especially on its level design department, like I keep on bringing up.
That's more
Oh, I better. Oh yeah, that right there that I just picked up is an extra life, right there. And guess what? With the lives, they do not transfer over to the next stages. They do not transfer over.
Don't count your atoms before they're smashed, Sonda. Look, he's been spotted.
Okay, this part you really gotta estimate in terms of where he's gonna aim at you. So as long as you estimate, you should be fine.
That's more like.
Oh yeah, this. With this part right here, okay, with this part, it's actually not that bad. It's actually pretty simple. Right here. Yeah, just look at those amazing, like explosions. They look like freaking pizza. They look like pizza. Like, you know, like pizza, you know, they look like pizza, like those pizza, like, you know, like pizza that you eat. Yeah, that's what it looks like. And back then when they first showed off the explosions, that became an internet meme, as far as I recall.
Avi News traffic from the Avi 1 Eye in the Sky traffic copter. Avi! We have an accident about to happen on the airship, Avi. A piece of trash causing trouble.
Alright, now, once they are trying to blow up this giant ship that you were on, because this is a cutscene, your job is to jump on that before it sinks all the way to the bottom. At least I think that's what it's gonna. At least I think that's what it's trying to do. So yeah, be sure to not fall.
That's more like it. That's more like it. That's more like it. That's more amazing. This just in, bad guys spotted on the west side of the radio tower. Bots are in pursuit. Now to Avi for the weather. Thanks, Avi. We've got strong winds out there today. Be careful. That's more like it. That's more like it.
Yeah, you can also try. Oh yeah, when you're on the bond like that, be sure you jump off of the ladder or you will get hit. I learned my lesson with that, I think earlier today when I was trying to do a third playthrough. Also, this game doesn't have invincibility frames. That is correct. This game doesn't have any invincibility frames. So which means that, yeah, if you get hit,
that's more like it.
Well, yeah, if you get hit, and then you get hit again from the spikes, well, that's it. And I'm also gonna ignore, you know, the thing that was over the left-hand side. I'm ignoring that. Because, you know, I could end up dying.
And now, live from atop Avi News headquarters, continuing coverage of the Tower of Terror.
And now to Avi for the weather. Thanks, Avi. We got strong winds out there today. Be careful. Moments before he fell to his tragic death. Ooh,
all right, so aviator, yeah. So this boss is kinda, you know,
local boss at large.
It's kind of something else. Basically, in this boss, you're gonna want to go on the left-hand side or the right-hand side, depending on where he's going. And yeah, be sure that when the bosses are going to certain directions, you know, or be sure that the bosses are flashing in some way. Be sure, or yeah, when the bosses are a certain color, be sure you dash into them, or they will recover all of their health, or they will recover their health. So be sure to do that. After this boss, he is kind of fun. To fight against. You know, I like how they designed this boss. At first, I didn't like it, but after fighting this guy enough times, I actually found myself liking this boss a little bit. Although this part I think is way too zoomed in. Yeah, that part is way too zoomed in. You know, they could have zoomed out the camera right there.
Correction, twice. Local boss at large. Update, found him. Please stand by. This just in. Local boss at large. Update, found him.
Although I will admit, it does get kind of annoying though when you hear like pretty much the same dialogue. Okay, found him. You know, it's like we're playing. It's like we're playing Mega Man. It's like we're playing Mega Man X6 all over again. Like, no, I lied. It's like we're playing Mega Man X7 again. Which I have yet to play on the channel, but there we go. That was the first boss that I fought against. And yeah, he's actually kind of fun to fight. Well, you know, without his weakness. Although I will give you guys a spoiler, there is no boss rush. Which is a shame, considering that this is a Mega Man type game. You know, it's like, oh, come on, where's my boss rush? I know some people didn't like the boss rush. I know some people did not like the boss rushes. But anyways, so by defeating him, we got the Aviator. And yes, I ignored the re-exhalation because I think it says that like every time you get a weapon. So anyways, I have another cutscene, so yeah, let's watch.
Boy, Beck. Come on, Will. Show a bit of enthusiasm.
Perhaps you should show a bit of restraint, Dr. Sanda. This is only the beginning. Call, please transfer Beck's assimilated cell data over to my terminal.
Sorry for talking through the cutscene, but just to get this out of the way, Dr. White, or so I looked up, is the creator of Beck, the main character. Well, Dr. Sanda, Dr. Sanda, he is the one who created Call. And based on my research, is that Call is more robotic than compared to you know, Beck.
Behind this.
Like in terms of her personality, which I would agree, but only because, well, she doesn't really do anything in the game. She doesn't really do much.
You mean how they both originated at the
there's
Coliseum, but he was caught and arrested. Even Blackwell isn't clever enough to pull this off from inside a maximum security prison.
Indeed. I wonder why Mr. Graham seems so...
And also, guys, sorry for talking through the cutscene again.
There's data to sift through.
But another thing is, when it gets to the credits, I will show off some of the credits. But when it gets to the backers, I'm skipping through that because get this, the credits alone, get this. The credits alone is like 3 hours long. It's like close to 4 hours. I am not kidding, guys. I'm not kidding. They actually made the cutscenes like almost 4 hours long because of the backers thing. Yeah. So anyways, that's Dr. Sanda right there. So anyways, yeah, you'll easily be able to tell who is weak against who. Because see the advice thing? Well, notice the other ones doesn't say advice. So once that is quite nice to hear, Blue Hedgehog Man, that you did your first ever 10-hour live stream. I read that as 1, but because of the PS4 thing, yeah, so 10-hour live stream. Oh wow. Well, I don't think I'll be able to stream for that long, considering that I'm on my PS4, but that is nice to hear, Blue Hedgehog Man. So, yeah, you'll easily be able to tell. you'll easily be able to tell who is weak against who, because as long as it says advice, you'll have that particular Mighty Numbers weakness.
System ready? Go!
A fire-wielding robot running wild in an oil refinery. I don't like the look of this at all.
Not exactly ideal conditions, I'll grant you that. Quickly now, back. Locate Mighty
I wasn't even paying attention. That was completely my own fault. And I'm not saying it sarcastically, I'm actually being serious.
That's more like it.
I'm also off topic, but I am looking forward to Persona 3 remake titled Persona 3 Reload. I'm honestly looking forward to that because, you know, I love Persona so much, and I might consider doing Persona 4 Golden on the channel too.
No problemo, Rebecca. Catch you later.
Although with those enemies that has fire, you're gonna want to try to defeat them
That's more like it.
as fast as you possibly can. Otherwise he'll turn the oil on fire. Otherwise, yeah, he'll turn the oil on fire. And I'm not entirely sure if it's a one-hit KO. But I'm gonna assume it is. You know the fire that is on the ground. I'm gonna assume it is. And like I said, there are no invincibility frames in the game.
Pyro.
Burn! The world must burn!
Pyro, wait!
Oh no! Pyro is certainly reminding me of a certain Maverick in Mega Man X7, Flame Ironheart. I'm not kidding. When I get to that game, that is not gonna be fun. Especially when all you hear is burn, burn, burn to the ground, burn to the ground, burn, burn. I'm not looking forward to Mega Man X7 either. And even before that, I gotta stream Mega Man X6 on the channel, which I'm not looking forward to either. Because Mega Man X6 because it's BS, and I really hate the game so much, and X7 because it's just mediocre. Although I am looking forward to Sonic Superstars, based on what they showed off, it does look kind of fun, based around what I've seen.
Bring it on.
Oh, that was close. I almost got. Oh yeah, after those purple things, you know those purple things. Those purple things are a one-hit KO. So you better be hoping that you don't want to get hit by them. Like I just did. And I did not do that on purpose either. I did not do that on purpose. I was legitimately trying to tap X, and I was trying to tap X because I didn't want to jump too high. And I guess my controller did like a double tap or whatever. And yeah, so yeah, see, notice how I had the recovery thing from earlier? But because I died in the level, it is gone. It is gone now. Like, I'm sorry for complaining, but like, if I was a game designer, I would have designed it to where the only time the recovery things that recovers your health, the only time they are gone is when you lose all of your lives. That's how it should have been designed. But yeah, so anyway, yeah. Anyways, yeah, this part, yeah. If those falling building things, yeah, if they fall on you, that is a automatic one-hit KO, no exception. No exception.
I can't wait to tell Cryo that one. Seriously though, Cryo is just ahead, Beck. It's gonna get hot and heavy, so keep your cool.
So yeah, you gotta try to make sure that you avoid them. Which is why, in this part right here, I try to, estimate right here. Because I don't want to get hit by those buildings. Because like I said, if you get hit by them, it is an automatic 1-hit KO like that, and that's the thing. And I did not do that on purpose either. I was actually trying to avoid that. And yeah, I have 1 life left as well, as you can clearly see on the top left corner of the screen. So which means that, yeah, if I lose all my lives here, which is most likely, considering what's all going on, I have to redo this whole entire stage, which is understandable because now stuff like that I can at least understand on the design choices like that. Now that I can at least understand. Because, you know, it's a platformer, so if you lose all of your lives, you have to redo the whole level again. You know, that I can at least understand.
Finally.
You... Why you not burn? Why you not burn?
Although Pyro, yeah, he has a 1-hit KO move too! And yeah, this is his his quote-unquote weakness. Yeah, and I say quote-unquote because, you know, but honestly, I'd rather just, yeah, usually it's a good idea that, you know, when he's about to, try to hit you, your job is to try to, your job is to, you know, is to dash out of the way.
I don't want to fight you, Pyro. Please, snap out of it.
It's no use, Beck. He's too far gone. You'll have to stop him by force.
Come on, snap out of it now.
Beck, is that you?
Mission clear.
Wow, I don't know, I don't remember if I got that rank ever, but I don't really care. But anyways, by defeating him, we got the Pyrogen, which I don't even know why I'm even, you know, saying this stuff, but, you know, it's just a thing I'm just used to doing in Mega Man games. I just say the name of the weapon. And so yeah, no cutscenes, funny enough. But, yeah, this boss is annoying. But at least, you know, the stage isn't that annoying except for one particular section, unlike that one. I'm not looking forward to that level right there. The level on here I do not really like either, but at least the only major thing I do not like is the boss itself. I find the boss really annoying, especially when it's constantly saying pew 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 pew. You know, that thing. I find that really annoying. The only thing I do not like about this stage, there is one part of the stage I do not like, and you'll see what I mean in the stage.
What's this? The main entrance is frozen shut.
Proceed east. I've located an alternate route into the water.
Oh yeah, this part you can barely see what is even going on. You can barely see anything. Although the cool thing, hello Video Game Fan 5, aka Adventure Time Luke, and welcome to the stream of Mighty Number 9, which plays like a Mega Man game. I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, you can literally just dash continuously in that section right there. Yeah, you can literally do that, and you can just bypass all the platforming parts with that. Although, yeah, this part you're especially wanting to be careful on because of the purple stuff. And like I said from earlier, like I said, the purplish pink stuff, that is a one-hit KO. So yeah, you can literally just do this and just bypass all the platforming stuff. which I can't tell if that was intentional by the developers or what. But anyway.
What the? It's not just the entrance. The entire place is like one giant ice rink.
This is Cryo's handiwork, all right. Careful, Beck. You know how she loves her pranks.
That's for like.
Oh yeah, this part. Oh yeah, to those, yeah, this is very similar to Pong. Yeah, you have these two enemies, and they're gonna shoot this ball at you. And, yeah. I'm not the biggest fan of this section, but guess what? I gotta suck it up, because we're gonna have another section like this. Later on, the same level. But yeah, this is not the part I was talking about on what I don't like. The thing I kind of like about this game as well is the mighty numbers. They'll kind of they'll slightly help you out in the stages, and also I press X and nothing even happened there. But yeah, they'll help you out slightly. You know, in the levels. So. Yeah.
Okay,
alright, time for Pong again! Let's have fun! And by that, well, anyway. Oh yeah! This I do not like! As well. In terms, okay, but no, that's not the part I was referring to on the part I don't really like, excuse me. I mean, yeah, I don't really like the boss, and also I made to heal myself. Yeah, that's not what I'm talking about. But the thing about the boss, you know, when we actually fight him or her, well, guess what? Well, guess what? Yeah, let's just say it's not gonna be fun. Okay, let's just get moving.
Let's fire it up. The waterworks is back in business, Beck. All that's left is for you to flush number 2.
Cryo.
Oh, no. Oh, okay. Okay, never mind. I got this stage confused with a different stage. My bad. It's the electric stage that I don't really like. My bad. But I don't like this boss either. This boss is annoying because of the pew 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 pew. You know, yeah, this is the weakness. Yeah, this is the weakness of this particular boss, but it's just, like I said, really annoying because that's all you really hear in the fight is pew 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 pew.
What?
And and it's also kind of annoying too when all you hear is hold on. You know, that does get kind of annoying. Oh shoot, maybe I should have saved it.
What? Not bad, Runt. Now that we've broken the ice, time to give you the cold shoulder.
Yeah, cause yeah, like if you manage to get hit, if you manage to get hit, well, it takes quite a while for you to get unfrozen, which I do not like. Unless I got a trophy for fine play.
Come on! Snap out of it! Now!
Back! Phew! Am Ice glad to see you.
Mission clear.
All right. Stop with your ice puns. But then again, I can't really complain because I do puns myself, so I can't really complain all that much. But anyways, by defeating him/her, we got the cryosphere. Alright, now we have a cutscene. Also, I like how his hands are literally clipping through his hair.
Tyson's name is behind.
So, yeah, that's kind of funny.
Target normalization confirmed. Transferring data now, Professor White.
Just a moment. Sonda, has Call been functioning normally this entire time?
Well, she was shut down for a firmware update when everything went all screwy. It seems like any bots that were powered off at the moment this all started are fine.
Shut down, you say? Wait. No, it couldn't be. Or could it be?
You got a theory, Will? Does it also explain why Beck wasn't affected?
You rang, Dr. Sonda? Where am I off to next?
Oh, Beck. Yes, just a moment. Let's continue this later, Will, and no trailing off into a next time.
Alright, so yeah, now that cutscene is over, let's go on to our next stage.
Go ahead and choose your next target.
And basically, yeah, so next up is the military base.
System ready? Go!
What is this place?
Military base they shut down years ago. It should be all but empty inside.
Beck, I'm reading multiple robot signatures ahead. Proceed with caution.
Here we...
What in the Sam Hill? Those are clearly military bots.
It should have been scrapped as part of the disarmament.
Good!
Was that all a government ruse?
Ow!
Beats it back.
Good!
Here we go. That's one...
Time to use my clutch fund and create some frozen action. Pretty cool, right, Beck?
Great!
That's one...
Good!
Whoa! I almost got hit there. Okay, hold on. Okay, so yeah, this part I'm not looking forward to. Alright, let's go.
That's more like...
Because yeah, at that part I usually die in quite a lot.
The doors! I'm trapped!
Is that fear in your voice, Private Dick? A robot soldier does not feel fear. A robot soldier does not feel pain. Now fight on like you got guts. Beck, we're working on unsealing those doors. Try to hold on.
Here we go.
Clear!
That's more like...
Oh shoot. I was not paying attention
Here
there.
we go.
Hey, you! Don't move! In other words, freeze!
Cryo, I've told
Alright,
you...
thank you, Cryo.
Never mind.
Yeah, see, yeah, so like I said, depending on
Proceed,
the mighty numbers that you defeat, they'll help you out slightly in the level. I mean, it's not by much, but it's at least better than nothing. I guess.
Here we go. Here we go. That's more like it. Here we go.
Oh yeah, this part is kind of touchy. See, you got to make sure that you destroy that red barrel, but some of the time you can actually get hit by that at that portion. And as far as I know, it's the only way to get up here. Phew! What the heck? I'm pressing jump. I swear that throws me off every time.
You got guts, maggot. I'll give you that. But you're too late. Attention all hands! Commence the invasion. Let loose the dogs of war. Charge!
I'm picking up large clusters of robots headed toward the city from your location.
What in tarnation? Is he trying to start a war? Back! You gotta hurry!
That's...
You.
Alright.
Alright, give me that help.
That's more like it. That's more like it.
Whoop. Oh yeah, if you also want to, you can also defeat the enemies the regular way, like you know, Mega Man style, without dashing to the enemies. Yeah, you can do that if you want, but that's not really recommended because the enemies take too long to defeat if you do it that way. Alright, so let's use the ice ability, because this is the weakness.
So, maggot, you crawled all the way here. What is your major malfunction, Private Beck? Why would you try and stop this glorious war? Fighting is in our programming. It's in our circuits. It's what we were made for.
Alright, so battalion.
Our destiny. What in I've not yet begun to fight. What in late I've not. What you'll have to do better than that. Ready? Aim. Fire!
Yeah, that's usually pretty easy to dodge too.
War machine! A tool of senseless destruction!
No back! I'm not like you! I'd
I better heal.
never fight without good reason!
Yours is not to reason why. You do and die!
Come on! Snap out of it! Now!
My army. The war must be stopped, Private Beck.
Mission clear.
Alright, so by defeating him, we got the battalion, which I don't even like. I know. I like how is these weapon names are just mighty numbers, but yeah.
All right, quit your lollygagging.
All right, so next up in terms of the weakness. Wait, oh, I was gonna say okay. Wait. Alright, so yeah, we did that. Yeah, because the levels of the check mark means we already did it. So yeah, we did that. Yeah, we didn't do that one yet. Okay, the mine. Okay, we didn't do that one yet. Okay. I was just checking.
System ready? Go!
Beck, the last signal we received from Mighty Number 4's transponder originated in that area.
Maybe he stopped transmitting because he stopped functioning. Do you think he might be...
Impossible. Beck is one of my most resilient designs. Proceed, Beck. With all due caution.
Although, guess what? Yeah, if you die as well, the dialogue resets. So every time you die, you have to hear the same exact dialogue every time, which does get kind of annoying. Not gonna lie. What? Ah, damn it! Ow!
That's for liking.
Warning. Beck's transponder signal is losing strength. We may lose our communication link.
Which might explain why we lost mixed signal as you went deeper inside. Carry on, Beck.
Also, I wouldn't really recommend trying to get those items from over there. Because, usually whenever I try doing that, I either get squished by the electricity, by the pink, purplish electric stuff, or I get squished somehow, because I went underneath it, even though that's not how the game works.
Bring it on. Bring it on. Bring it on. Huh?
Okay, yeah. Now this you have to be extremely careful on, because if you are not careful, they will one-hit KO you.
Professor?
So you gotta be careful with that.
Well, no turning back now. I've gotta find Mick.
Okay, good thing it didn't fall.
That's for light. That's for light.
Yeah, just to play it safe, I'm just gonna do this. Just to play it safe.
Take this, you pathetic pile of scrap. Met toasters who were tougher than that.
Zach, what are you doing here?
Orders from the top rat.
Okay, no. All right, good thing. Let's get moving.
Sprinter!
Go! Let's get moving.
Sprinter!
1, fire! Ha! Hardly even worth the ammo. Forward now, Beck.
Which makes me wonder what you would. Okay, it makes me wonder what you're supposed to do in that part if you chose this person, if you chose this Mighty Numbers stage first. Like, it makes me wonder what you're supposed to do without the battalion weapon.
Mick! and still operational. Just as the professor predicted. You too? Then I'm sorry, Mick. I've got to take you down.
Oh, okay, yeah. With that particular attack, I don't know what I'm supposed to do to dodge that. I mean, like, yeah, you could jump, but when I do, I still get hit all the time. Which is why it would have been helpful. Oh yeah. Which is why things wouldn't be so bad if which things wouldn't be. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. This part. Yeah, he's pretty much invincible. Okay, well, he was invincible. Hup. Oh, that was close. I almost died there.
Snap out of it now.
Beck, why Beck come? It's dangerous here.
Mission clear.
And by defeating him, we got. All right, by defeating him, we got the seismic, or whatever how it's pronounced.
Oh, yes. Yes, Senator. Oh, yeah, our full resources are dedicated to resolving... Yes, sir. Oh, that's very wise of you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes. Idiot! Why are they hounding me about the problem and not torturing Blackwell to get the answer? This is twice that old goat has made me look like a fool! Oh!
Yeah, they seem to try to make Mr. Graham the bad guy too, but no. Apparently he's not really the bad guy either.
Yes. Oh, yes, sir.
What should we tackle next?
Alright, oh yeah, this stage. Oh boy, not the biggest fan of this stage, but at least it's better than the one that's on the far right hand side. Oh, I almost skipped the cutscene.
I'm warning you, Beck. Stay away.
Brand, wait! I'm going after him, Professor.
Yeah, Brand, he looks similar to Zero, as well as Proto Man, but more so Zero.
Something about Mighty Number 7's voice. Could he be?
I needed that. Here we go. Here we go. That's
Beck, I'm going on ahead so I can clear a path for you.
Here we go. Here we go. Bring it on. on.
Sprinter!
Here we go. Bring it on.
Alright, so yeah. Yeah, we gotta defeat more enemies. Why not?
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. That's more like it. Here we go. That's
Okay, with those enemies that had those barrels, those red barrels.
Here we go.
Yeah, you gotta shoot at them so that way they blow up.
Warning. Erratic movement detected in several nearby robot.
Now, this part of the level I am not the biggest fan of. This part is definitely pretty challenging. I mean, at least it's not as bad as compared to that one section over the electric stage, which I think, keyword think, I think that one might be up next. What? Okay, that didn't make any sense. I jumped on the car, and then the game says, nope, you jumped onto where the road is, so therefore you died. Yeah, like, I'm not the biggest fan of that. Yeah, some game mechanics, they don't even work properly, like the ledge grab, you know, the thing where you're supposed to grab onto the ledges. Yeah, some of the time, that doesn't even work. Some of the time, that does not work, which is not good, especially in a platformer like this. You know, to grab onto the ledges, they're supposed to work, assuming the game has said mechanic. And this game does have the mechanic, because you guys clearly saw that right there. That I was able to jump. I was able to jump. Okay, so right here, yeah, make sure that you pay attention to where the purple stuff is. As long as you pay attention to that, you'll be able to know. Which vehicle he is aiming for. And not only that, but if he jumps on it, that is how you'll be able to know. That is how you'll be able to know.
Bring it on.
Brand, is he trying to resist the malfunction? But he's not like Beck.
My blade's hunger! Why, Beck? Why won't you give up?
I'm here to help. I've come to save you, Brand.
No closer! One more step, and my blades will have their way with you!
Brand, tell me what's happening.
I can't control myself. If you want to save me, you must destroy me.
Yeah, so yeah, with this weakness, yeah, he becomes a total joke, pretty much. Yeah, he becomes a joke, pretty much. Yeah, so yeah, just be sure to just do this, and he becomes a total joke. You know, even though I took some damage.
Fight it, Brand. I'll save you, I promise.
Because this is literally his weakness.
Come on, snap out of it now.
Beck, I thank you.
Mission clear.
And by defeating him, we got the Brandish, which is probably one of the best abilities in the game, because when you use it, your hitbox for the most part pretty much gets disabled, so you don't really take damage with it, especially on the final boss fight. So yeah, now we're gonna go against the electric. Yeah, this is the stage that I meant to say on the part I do not like. But I'll get to that part when we'll get to that part in the level when we get to that.
What happened to the lights? I'm scared. Mommy!
Relax, Dr. Sanda. It's a temporary blackout caused by the erratic power supply. It may also trigger irregularities in other robots on site. Proceed with due caution, Beck.
Here we go. Here we go. Bring it on. Here we go. Here we go. Bring it on. That's for...
Ow.
Bring it on. That's...
Ah, Beck! You forge ahead that way. Fate has us in store for my blades and I.
That's more like it. That's more like it.
Zonda, get a hold of yourself. What are you... I see. He's locked inside. Beck, destroy all robots in the area. You'll need their energy to unlock the door.
That's...
We're clear.
All fall before my blade. Onward, Beck! Onward!
Here we go. Bring it on. Bring it on. That's more like it. Here we go.
Okay.
Look at the size of those turbines.
This is the part I was talking about. At least I think it is, because I do recognize. Okay. Okay. Well, I was partially right. That's not until a certain room later with those pink, purplish electric stuff. So it's like. Oh wait. Okay. Yup. This is the part I was talking about. And here is why. Here is why. Because once you climb all the way to the top, which is what I'm going to be doing, this part, it says use the crouch dash. So you have to hold down, and you have to hold the circle button, or R1, or whatever button, but here's the thing. Those pink, purplish stuff it's a one-hit KO, and they expect you to be spot on with this. Yeah, see, like that I managed to do on the first try, but that I managed to do on the first try, but I still do not like that part either way because of that fact. And the game doesn't even tell you how to use the crouch dash, like how to do it. You have to, I think you have to figure it out in the tips section, which I don't really like. Yeah, they could have told you how to use the crouch dash over the tutorial. Now, yes, I know I'm complaining a lot in this stream, and there are some things on this game I do like. I do like some of the music. The gameplay is kind of fun when you're trying to go fast like I am. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. It's just the level design I don't really like.
Dinah?
And actually, sorry for talking throughout this little cutscene, mini cutscene, whatever, this little cutscene, whatever. Yeah, this is the first boss I decided to go against. You know, on my first playthrough, and yeah, that was not a very good first boss with just your default weapon. It was not a good boss. Especially when she summons her electric stuff, and without this weapon, you can't remove that. So you gotta figure out a way to get rid of it. You know, I mean, but you have to like jump over it and stuff, and also I better heal. So yeah, but the reason why I chose this boss on my first playthrough was because she looked different compared to the other bosses in the game, but yeah, I do not recommend fighting this. I do not recommend fighting her for your first pick. I do not recommend it at all.
Mission clear.
Ooh, nice, A rank. And by defeating her, we got the Dynatron.
What in the blue blazes? Will, you mean this whole robot rampage?
Is all my fault. Indeed. Or, more specifically, the fault of a robot I developed long ago. The CDN-1201, Trinity. I designed her to evolve by assimilating other robots' capabilities. I found her custom scripts in the code we recovered from each of the Haywire Mighty numbers. The structure is clever, concise. It's brilliant. There's no doubt it's my code.
But Will, how is that possible? Cherry Dynamics shut down the Trinity project ages ago. In fact, it was Dr. Blackwell himself who stopped it, wasn't it? Back when he was Cherrydyne CTO. I always thought that project was the reason you left Cherry to come work with us and make Beck here.
Blackwell only saw the dangers. He never understood the potential.
Professor? Sir? Are you okay?
Oh. Oh, yes.
Okay. I think the cutscene is almost over anyway, so I think I'm just gonna talk right now. Yeah. Yeah, as of right now, I'm currently working on Persona 4 Golden on the PlayStation 4, even though I already beaten on the Switch. The plan is I do plan on playing Persona 4 Golden on the channel. I actually do plan on playing Persona 4 Golden on the channel, assuming the thing that says, oh, you entered blocked scene or whatever, as long as that does not pop up on the PS4 version, then I'll gladly play that game on the channel. But even then, I have to beat the game on the PS4 first. Yeah, because Persona 4 Golden, I love Persona. I really love Persona so much. And Persona 4 Golden would be a game I would love to stream. But the reason why I'm bringing that up is to lighten up the stream a little bit, because I have been complaining. I have been saying a lot of negativity, a lot of negative stuff in this stream. So we just want to bring that up, you know, because I've been being negative quite a bit in the stream, but I can't really help it. It's just certain things. Yeah, and yeah. You think the people who are like, oh, you are definitely negative in this stream. Oh boy. Once we get to Mega Man X6, I think I'll be even more negative. In there. And yes, I know. One of my rules states that I'm supposed to be. That I know one of the rules says that don't be negative. I know. It's just one of those. I'm just saying that when I do Mega Man X6, yeah, that one I'll probably be even more negative than compared to this. But yeah, but if I can stream Persona 4 Golden on the channel, then awesome. I can't wait. I can't wait for that, because while I don't like Persona 4 Golden as much compared to Persona 5 Royal, I still like Persona 4 Golden. The story on that one's really good. But anyways, now I'm getting sidetracked. So now we are going to go to, in my opinion, the worst stage in terms of the mighty numbers. And you want to know why? Oh, I'll tell ya. Because this level only has one checkpoint. So that means that, for example, if you get very far into this level, you literally have to redo all of this. And this is different than compared to the other levels. Unlike the other linear levels, we have to find the actual boss, and we have to find him multiple times. In order to actually fight against him. And get this as well.
That's more like it.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna jinx myself, but I find this guy easier. I find this guy easier to beat with just the Buster instead of the weakness. And I'll go as far to say that this guy's probably the easiest guy to fight. Like of all the bosses. But even then, we're not exactly fighting him yet. We're basically just playing hide and seek. Is basically what we're doing.
Wondering what happened to all the humans here, little doggy. They ran away. Cowards. Every single one of those meat sticks fled at the first sign of trouble. Pathetic.
Here we go. Bring it on.
I thought you were defeated.
Here we go.
See, I'm not the only robot tired of the status quo.
Oh, that was close. Cause otherwise I would have gotten a one-hit KO otherwise.
Maybe you can be content.
And not only am I looking forward to a stream Persona 4 Golden on the channel, and not only am I looking forward to playing that on the channel, but I will say though that when I do stream Persona 4 Golden, that if I do, that stream series, Let's Play series, whatever, is gonna be a big project. Granted, granted, I would have preferred. Granted, I would have preferred to play Persona 5 Royal on the channel, because that game is my favorite of the Persona series. Because the original Persona 5 was the first Persona game I ever played. I fell in love with that, and then like several months later or whatever, I got Persona 5 Royal, which made me love the game, which made me love Persona 5 even more. And ever since then, I became interested in Persona.
That's more like it. That's more.
Because basically, in other words, what I'm trying to say is that Persona 5/Persona 5 Royal, in other words, stole my heart. Okay, sorry. You would play Persona 4 Gold off stream. Oh yeah. That's exactly what I'm doing, JB. That's exactly what I'm doing. That's why I'm saying I gotta beat Persona 4 Golden first. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, a stream is to beat Persona 4 Golden on PS4 first, to make sure the message doesn't say, oh, just make sure the message doesn't show up where it's like, oh, you went to block scene, or whatever. So as long as that does not pop up, that's good. I mean, based on what I looked up, it says that the people over at Atlas says that it is okay to stream it. You don't have any issues, but you just gotta put in the stream saying this stream contains spoilers. But you can't believe everything on the internet. You can't believe everything on the internet. That is why I'm yeah. As of right now, I finished Nayato's dungeon. Yeah, as of right now, I finished that dungeon. And I think if I recall correctly, the next dungeon that is coming up after that dungeon is Nanako's dungeon, if I recall correctly, which is my favorite dungeon in the whole game. And as of right now, in Persona 4 Golden, on my regular playthrough, as of right now, I have almost all my social stats, all the way maxed, and I will say, okay, good thing I paid attention. Okay, alright, ow. And I'm also really excited for the Persona 3 remake. The Persona 3 remake that they announced, Persona 3 Reload, which is coming next year, early next year. Looking forward to that as well, because they did release Persona 3 Portable, which I can understand why, because you can take control of your own party members, and also the female character route. But it's just Persona 3 Portable. Well, don't get me wrong, I love Persona, I do. It's just kind of harder for me to get into Persona 3 Portable because I don't know. It's just I'm just not the biggest fan of what they did for the portable version. I'm just not the biggest fan of that. For real? Yes, I know. I just did a Ryuji. For real? But no, for real. But for real though, this is why I don't like this stage. This is literally hide and seek, and it's not even a good hide and seek. Ugh. And see why I hate this stage? Unlike the other linear stages, you have to find the actual boss, and to make matters worse, if you die at any point aside from fighting him, aside from the actual boss itself, you have to redo all of this again. Yeah, this is why I find this stage to be a terribly designed stage. Because, yeah, if I was a game designer, I would have done this thing to where every time you shoot at him, it counts as a checkpoint. So then that way the players don't have to redo the whole entire level if they die. And I remember on my first playthrough, I was really ticked off because of the electric stuff. The pink electric stuff that is right here. And like I said, there is no invincibility frames. There are no invincibility frames. So if you get hit by his shots, if you get hit by his shots and then get hit by the pink purple electric stuff, you're dead. And you have to redo all of this. And I mean all of this. I mean, I know I'm complaining a lot, but this stage I really despise. Like seriously, like didn't they think that this was overkill? And I mean, I just in a way, I am pretty glad though that I only bought this game for like $15, technically $20, because yeah, technically $20 because you know I didn't have exactly $15, so I just used a $20 bill. So I'm just glad though I didn't pay whatever. I'm just glad I didn't pay like full price or whatever the amount was when the game first launched. Because if I did, I would have been even more mad. Oh, there he is.
Enough. It's time we settle this like robots. I'll meet you in
And as far as I
your
recall,
office, little doggy.
according to what Clement said, because I've watched his Let's Play on this as well, he said that this is the only time this counts as a checkpoint. And now, and you know what the funny thing is? With this quote-unquote weakness, it doesn't do anything to him. It barely does anything. You are better off using the Buster. And I won't be surprised if I jinx myself. But I find this guy to be one of the easiest bosses in the game. But in terms of making this level your first pick, I wouldn't recommend it because of all my complaints on this stage. So with this boss fight of how it's designed is, you gotta make sure though that when he appears, you shoot at him. When he gets to a certain point of health, you have to make sure you shoot at the real one. And if I recall correctly, the real one is the one that is not purple. But that's not until later on during the fight.
Sloppy, here. Okay, adios. Here. Sloppy, here. Need to leave. So, will the humans give you a special treat for betraying your own kind, doggy?
You've got it all wrong.
Okay, so this part you gotta make sure that you're constantly with this part when he's shooting like that, you have to make sure that you're constantly moving.
Which is it?
So yeah, the one that is now this one is gonna try to trick you. So the one that is not purple is the one you're supposed to shoot at. Well, if I can actually shoot him, well, in the game, there we go.
Which is it? Sloppy, which is it? Dance, little dog. Adios. Here. Next time. Which is it? Okay, adios. Which is it?
Come on, step out of it now.
So yeah, how disappointing is that? How disappointing is that? You know, so this whole level, there's only one checkpoint, and that's the boss himself. And he's this easy? I mean, even though I got hit maybe a couple or a few times, or only one time or whatever, like that's just a joke. I mean, yeah, I got myself a B rank, but that's probably because I was spending so much time trying to find him. But anyways, by defeating him, we got the Counter Shade. And we will also have Now here we're gonna have a cutscene, so we can go to the final 3 stages in the game. And no, I will not be covering the DLC level either, because that is optional.
Let's see.
Professor, we're receiving an urgent call from Cherry Dynamics. I will patch it through.
Sonda! Sonda! Oh, Sonda. Thank goodness. Great Graham here.
Mr. Graham, what a pleasant surprise to hear from you.
Drop the axe, Sonda. You don't like me and I don't like you. But we need your help. It's our factory here. It's out of control. It's cranking out hostile bots and we can't stop it.
Confirming. Confirmed. Defective Cherrydyne robots are rampaging throughout the city.
Gadzooks, that is not good. We'll send help right away. Right, William?
Yes, of course. But, Mr. Graham, one question. What makes you so sure Blackwell is behind this?
Sonda, who is this idiot? Whom else would it be, boy? That smelly old fart is obviously out for revenge. Now stop asking stupid questions and send help!
Whoa. Pleasant as always, that Mr. Graham.
Sonda, I'll take the mighty numbers and handle the situation at the robot factory. You take call and find Dr. Blackwell at the prison.
You mean go myself to the prison? Like, actually...
the prison level.
Go there?
Oh, no.
I suppose it's the only way to contact Dr. Blackwell.
I don't really like that level, nor do I like the level that comes after, but I don't know which is worse.
Sure you don't want to swap missions? I think you, of all people, would want to see him, right?
On the contrary, I'd be quite content to never see him again for the rest of my life.
All right, quit your lolly. Go ahead and choose your next...
I'll stop fooling around. Anyways, we have... Okay, so we have 2 levels, although I think I might... yeah, so we have 2 levels, although with the DLC... I deleted the game and then I reinstalled it, so I'm not entirely sure if the DLC got deleted. But I did that. I only did that, you know, just for the sake of it. So yeah, well, it doesn't really matter because I'm not gonna do the DLC level anyways, even if it did pop up on the screen. But anyways, we have 3 levels, although the 3rd one isn't gonna show up until we beat these 2 levels. The prison level, you'll be playing as Call. We'll be playing as Call, and then the robot factory, in which you'll be playing as Beck.
You, all set, then?
System ready? Go!
All right. This must be the main prison building. Dr. Blackwell's cell will be deeper inside.
We'll need key cards to access the maximum security wing, Doctor. Please wait here.
Okay. Now we will be playing as Call, and this is gonna be the only time we'll be playing as her, which is kind of a shame, because if she was playable, you know, if she was playable, she becomes playable in all the levels after beating the game, I would have loved that. But then again, maybe not. Maybe not, because her weapon, she fires at a lower fire rate than compared to Beck. But I still would have liked the option. But anyways, yeah. We need to find these key cards. And at first, this level doesn't seem so bad at first until you get to this one segment.
a patch service
And you'll
box.
see what I
Perfect
mean later on in the
timing.
level, which I absolutely
Plug in to
despise,
recharge your
and they
shield
want you to be
energy.
spot on
Use
to.
that as fuel to power your energy barrier. Press the shield button to activate it.
Ready.
Okay, so what he means by the shield
Doctor,
button is you have to
a question.
hold
Why was
R2.
I equipped with an energy shield?
Well, it's, just, you never know. You know.
No, I don't know. But anyway, joking aside, yeah, when those robots detect you, you can hold the R2 button, which will reflect the bullets back at them. Although I think it's kind of funny a little bit. Well, it's not really that funny, but I think it's somewhat funny when she's holding onto the ledge and she's like holding, or like you know when you use the shoot. Well, or when you use or like when you use a shield where it's like barrier or whatever. I mean, I know that you know Call is a robot like Beck, but I just think it's kind of funny. Oh, okay. And so, anyways, if you want to get your shield back, you know, anyway, you do that. And okay. So now this part isn't too bad, but I don't really like it that much either. And that's not what I was talking about on the part that I despise.
The door is locked electronically. 1 sec while I hack it open.
Okay, that's all right, Blue Hedgehog Man 17. You didn't really, it's okay, Blue Hedgehog Man. It's okay. You didn't really miss.
Please
You didn't really
focus
miss
on
out on
hacking
much.
the terminal.
So.
I will try to neutralize any threats.
Okay, so this part isn't too bad. I don't really like it, but it's not the part that I despise. But this part, what you gotta do is you gotta try to defeat all of the enemies in order to progress in the level. Call can also crouch and crawl by holding down. So there is that too. And also, unlike Beck, she cannot dash into enemies. If you try to dash into enemies, she'll just take damage. Okay, that was close. I almost skipped the cutscene. I'm just so used to skipping the cutscenes.
What
And
is
it's funny because
Paul?
I only played this game like 3
I
times.
often detect an aversion to combat in Beck's vocal patterns, while I have no such reluctance. Question: why would Professor White include that hesitation in his design? It's illogical.
Yes, well, that,
Yo, Dr. Sonderman! Did you call some call, huh? Thank the maker I reached you. I scouted up ahead and spotted a nasty guard dog. I'm talking one sick puppy. But I got a pro tip. Blast his big eye first. It's his weak point. Then go for massive damage.
It's not only Beck. All of Professor White's designs have such contradictions.
Although, when I watched Clement's Let's Play on this, I like how he was talking like Call. When he was talking, the way he was talking, I thought was kind of funny, the way he was saying it. Where it's like, I talk like a robot, and even though everyone else talks like a normal person. Yeah, we should probably fix that in the sequel, I don't know. I mean, I can't really say anything, because because my voice doesn't really have much emotion to it, but it's just the way Clement said that in his Let's Play on this. I just think it's pretty funny the way he said it.
Sprinter!
Okay, now this part really sucks. They want you to be spot on with this, and it's not even funny. So basically, in this part, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you use the glide right here. Use your shield so you don't get hit. And thankfully I did that on the first try. Thankfully, but yeah, that part was giving me so much trouble on my first playthrough, and that part was just ticking me off to no end. Thankfully I did that part on the first try, though. So yeah, we'll be going against the Canine. Okay. So in this boss fight, what you want to do is you gotta destroy the head, the head part first, or the eye out. What Call said. And once you defeat the eye, you cannot damage it again until he eats an enemy. So yeah, as of right now, yeah, you can't do anything until then. So like here, for instance, so like here, so he ate it, which restored the head or the eye or whatever, which will allow you to attack him even more. Basically after every time he lunges at you, he'll do this attack, and so your job is to make sure that you crouch underneath him. Although that part, don't do what I did where I just stood there. But the thing of it is, you never know when the box is gonna move. So that's kind of why I stood there, which I know wasn't even a good idea. I'll admit it wasn't the best. It wasn't a good idea. And yeah, that can happen too. That can happen to you. That can happen. Okay, so it's back. All right. One more time to do it. So as long as you get his pattern down, he's not too bad. But I'll admit though, on my first playthrough, I died to this boss so many times because I couldn't get his pattern down. Because see, I'm a slow learner. It takes me a little bit of a while for me to learn patterns and stuff like that. But I did eventually learn this guy's pattern. Once you get his pattern, he's actually not too bad.
Mission clear.
And there we go. There's the S rank. Which earlier today. Okay, so earlier today I did get the S rank from what I recall. So, yeah. Yeah, seriously, that elevator. Yeah, like Lament said in his Let's Play on this. How far does that elevator go? And who are you? No, seriously, he just came out of nowhere. Alright, so anywho, we are now gonna go to the robot factory. And whoo boy, I can't tell which level is worse.
System ready? Go.
And you'll see what I mean.
Now then, Beck, you needn't fight every robot you see. Our objective is the factory core.
Oh, okay. Okay, I wasn't even paying attention. But yeah, so anyways, in this part right here, and now at first when the level first begins, it doesn't seem to be all that bad, right? You know, it seems to be pretty fun. It doesn't seem too bad, right? It seems that way, yeah.
Here we go.
Cause you know, especially when you get to okay, so this part right here, what you want to do is yeah. Okay, so from here on out. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set you know, this to number 2. This to number 3. And then that to number 1. Well, at least for now anyways, that's what I'll do. So, what you want to do here first is you gotta make sure that you use that bomb, whatever thing, and make sure you do that. And then this part, I was so confused on what I was supposed to do, because the game never explained how to do this. The game never explained it. Yeah, because the game never explained it. So that's what you gotta do. And I was confused at what I was supposed to do, so I kept on dying in that part because the game never explained what I was supposed to do. Okay, no, sorry. It's not that the game didn't tell me what to do. Well, it kind of is, but I'm referring to in the weapon select screen. In the weapon, or at the weapon get screen. The weapon get screen. Yeah, they don't even explain how the weapon's first. You have to figure things out for yourself, and I do not like that. Also, from this part, you also have to be spot on too. But sure, you have to be spot on with this part too. At least it's not as bad as compared to the call section. From right here as well, be sure to use the ice as well. Because when you use the ice weapon here, it pretty much drains health quite a lot too. So be sure you use the ice weapon.
Here we go. That's more like it.
Point clear.
Well, what do we have here? Yo, Beckropolis, I got a hot scoop to deliver to Dr. Sonda. Be right back. Here we go.
Good. Good.
Okay, so in this part right here, you're gonna want to use this weapon and try not to miss a lot like I did, which makes you, which is why I'm hoping that okay. Yeah, you're supposed to use this particular weapon right here. You're supposed to use that particular weapon. You're supposed to aim it. You're supposed to aim it near that little gap.
Go.
Oh, wait. Okay, there we go. Ow!
Point clear.
Okay, this part is kind of challenging, but at least it's not BS.
That's more like That's more like Here goes.
Sprinter.
Ah, young one, not to worry.
And yeah, in this stage, pretty much all of the mighty numbers that you have defeated will help you out in this level. which is a cool moment and all. I better heal before I die. Yeah, it is cool. This part is a cool moment for the Mighty Numbers. It just would have made me feel a lot. Things would have been. I would have been more happy. You know, I would have been happier. You know, if the game was actually, you know, good. You know. But it is what it is.
Here we go.
Nice clear.
Crash and burn!
You just in case.
Now that's what I like to see. First in the barrel, the tip of the spear.
Of course.
Oh wait, before I get myself switched.
More of these bumpers? Don't worry, there's plenty of stuff to go around.
Seriously, I'm so used to skipping the
Good heavens.
skipping the
I've
cutscene.
never seen its like before.
Eh.
Has the factory started making its own designs? Beck, you must disable the computer core, there, before it can create an army of these.
Alright, so now we're gonna go against Nameless. Okay, wow. How original of a boss fight. So what you want to do here is you want to make sure, so you want to make sure that you use this particular weapon, because, you know, it works pretty well. And then, wait, hold on. Is the ice weapon on anything? No, it is not. So let's see. Okay, so the aviator or whatever. So I'm gonna set it to number 3. In which case, it is L2. Oh man, I almost defeated that thing all in one go, which I don't even think it's possible, but I almost did it. Oh. Yeah, if you use this ability, this protects you from the rockets, the missiles. Although, just to be on the safe side, I'll heal.
Come on! Snap out of it! Now!
Mission clear.
Okay. Now we have one more level to go, and then that is the end of the game, folks. One more level.
Excellent. That should halt the manufacturing of any more Berserker robots, at least. Good work, Beck. I'll meet you back outside the factory. There's someone I must see first.
Hello, Dr. Blackwell.
One of those Sanders, aren't you?
Yep, there's Dr. Blackwell.
What do you want?
And when I first played this game, I thought he was going to be the bad guy,
robots, the
along with
clashes,
the Graham,
chaos?
well, kind of with the Graham character.
I am aware.
But no.
What did that twit Graham expect?
Blackwell is not the final boss,
Again.
which I kind of wish he was, because he looks like Dr. Wily
Graham?
somewhat, but not
From
really.
Cherry Dynamics? What do you mean, activating her again?
Trinity, of course. Graham is obsessed with using her to disrupt the weapons industry. The fool. I stopped him last time. And what thanks did I get? Lifetime stay at this maximum security resort.
Cheese and rice! You mean the cyber terrorism attack you were arrested for was to stop Graham?
Trinity can assimilate any robot's programming and overwrite it, take control of it. And not just the programming. She can incorporate a bot's components, expanding herself endlessly. If she's been activated, it's already too late. Trinity
Yup.
cannot be stopped.
That's the final boss, Trinity.
Peas and carrots!
Even though Trinity is basically the Yellow Devils from the Yellow Devil slash
Mr.
the
Graham,
Shadow Devil,
it was
pretty
you
much.
who activated Trinity. Dr. Blackwell wasn't around to stop you this time, yet you're scapegoating him again, just the same. It was never about progress with you, just money. Always money.
No, this isn't my fault. Her warning label didn't mention all this. I mean, not specifically. I blame her creators. I blame the shareholders. I blame corporate society. I blame my parents.
Yeah, sure.
Trinity was my experiment. She was ultimately deemed a failure, but she was an educational one. I put everything I learned from creating her into Mighty Number 9. Beck is our only hope of stopping her.
Wait a minute. I didn't recognize you with that ridiculous hairdo, but you're Bill Blackwell!
No, my name is William White. I'm not Bill Blackwell. And I haven't been for a long
Yeah, see, apparently his original name was Bill Blackwell, but not anymore, though. So, yup. Yeah, so there is that.
Go ahead and choose your next top.
So we are now onto the Battle Coliseum, and at first, when I saw the stage, at first I thought this stage was gonna be the, At first I thought that particular stage was gonna be the boss rush, because it wouldn't be a Mega Man type game or Mega Man game in general without a boss rush. And well, there is no boss rush, unfortunately. Which kind of sucks. It kind of stinks because I don't really mind the boss rushes. I know back then people complained about the boss rushes, like Jay's reviews. But to me, I don't really mind the boss rushes because the boss rushes. It's like, oh hey, do you remember who this boss is weak against? So it tests you on your knowledge on the game. To see if you remember who is weak against what. That is what I like in the boss rushes in the Mega Man game.
Alone?
Any other robot would be assimilated by Trinity almost immediately. Only Beck shares Trinity's ability. He's the only one that can do this. Beck, you and Trinity possess the same power. She simply does not understand how to wield it. You must teach her how to control it.
I understand, Professor. I'll do it. I'll save Trinity.
I know you will, Beck. I know you will.
So, yep, no boss rush. But yeah, this stage is pretty brutal. But the final boss is pretty brutal if you do not know a certain exploit. without the exploits, it's ridiculously hard. And even then the final boss fight is still hard. Before we can get to the final boss fight, though, we have to defeat these things first, as well as do other stuff in the level before we even get to Trinity. But yeah, this is it, folks. This is it, guys. This is the final level in the game.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Bring it on. That's for. Here we go. Here we go.
Here.
Whoa. Is Trinity creating a path for me?
She may roll out the red carpet, but I wouldn't expect a warm welcome.
There's no other way in. Follow that path for now, Beck. Maybe it will lead to Trinity's core.
Here we go.
Sprinter!
Photocell-based enemies detected ahead. Be wary of reforming cell.
Okay, now this part doesn't make any sense of what they want you to do. And at this point, I'm convinced that the playtesters didn't even playtest the game properly. And here's why. You see, you have these little sphere-like things, and well, sometimes they'll come back. Yeah, sometimes they'll come back, you know, and which doesn't make any sense. And yeah, that's kind of the whole. Yeah, I don't really get that. But yeah, sometimes they will not come back. So like here, for instance. Yeah, see? Right there, for instance. See? It came back. Yeah, see? Yeah, so yeah, sometimes when it does that, you're gonna want to do that, so that way you can see if it can, reset. Which, like here it did. Like there, it resetted.
Here we go. Here we go.
Whoop. Oh, shoot. Come on, I want the extra life.
How many robots did Trinity absorb?
Trinity was programmed with a single prime directive. To grow, to evolve. She will pursue any course that allows her to assimilate more cells. In perpetuity. I realized later the dangers inherent in such a system, which is why I refined the design.
Yeah, I better heal before I die.
You mean with your next model? With Beck?
That's correct. With Beck.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Alright, so remember that gliding ability? Remember that gliding ability? Well, yeah, when I first played the game, I thought I was supposed to do that, but no. I'm actually supposed to do this.
Sprinter!
Here we go.
So in this part right here, you're gonna want to make sure that you go fast. Alright, this is it, folks. Once we head down there, we will face against Trinity herself. Which is pretty much the Shadow Devil / Yellow Devil, pretty much.
Are you Trinity?
Although this boss has 2 phases, and without the exploit, this boss is pretty difficult without the little exploits with you know, with this little with this you know, that I'm equipping with this thing that I'm equipping right now.
Yes, sir, Professor.
And also, yeah, you gotta make sure as well. Well, yeah, try to beat this thing all one try, cause you know. So this right here, for some weird reason, when you swing the sword around, if for some reason it disables your hitbox. So when you do this, so when you do that, most of the time you do not get hit by that. Most of the time. For right here, you're gonna want to also use, well, that. But yep, the first phase is now done, and unfortunately, you do not get healed. I do like the music that plays during the second phase, though. I will admit, I do like it though.
Attention! I am picking up a significant shift in Trinity's readings. She appears to be distressed.
Indeed. Just as Beck absorbed aspects of the other mighty numbers, she's learning from Beck. She's struggling with what she's done, what she'll do next, how to control her power. You can do it, Trinity! Open your mind! Show the world that robots can evolve!
Okay, so the first thing you want to do is make sure that you equip the ice weapon. And then, because basically with the ice weapon, it slows it down. And make sure that you use it on, you know, on the little legs or whatever it is you want to call that. Yeah, usually Trinity will do this part twice. Well, you know, well, yeah. Well, oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, once the Trinity does this, yeah, you're gonna want to use this right here. Okay, so this part right here, yeah, this part right here, I will admit I don't really like. Yeah, right here, you're gonna want to find the perfect opportunity to, you know, jump. Make sure that you jump at the correct timing, or you will get hit. Yeah, well, yeah, once you run out, Yeah, and that is kind of the whole point on why I do not like this boss, because well, for one, I mean, yes, I know, the other Mega Man, I know, the Mega Man game, the Mega Man X games, also has this, issue, where you don't get healed with the second phase, and all that. But at least in the Mega Man X games, you can have sub-tank energy. And when you die, you keep that sub-tank energy until you actually use it. That's why I don't understand why they thought that this was a good design choice when they were developing that. Oh yeah, to be sure to use these 3 weapons on Shooty, because these weapons work pretty well. For the most part, on Shooty. So you're gonna want to use these 3 weapons right here. The sword, the rocket, or the missile, whatever, and the ice. These weapons work pretty wonderful. On the boss. Oh, okay, all right. I see what you're talking to. Adventure Time, Luke. Okay, I was gonna say, wait, what? I was gonna say, wait, I'm confused. But anyway. Okay, I literally jumped high enough, and the game still said I did not. Yeah, believe me, this final boss fight I find to be pretty bullshit. And I understand that this is the final boss. I understand that this is the final boss. I understand that it's supposed to be hard, but this boss was giving me so much trouble in my first ever playthrough. Yeah, see, this is the exact reason as to why. Okay, there we go. Her health is all the way down. So yeah, stay to the far left-hand side and dash into it, and boom! The game is now completed.
Mission clear.
C as in crap. I should have gotten a better ranking or grade or in the game, but all joking aside, I don't really care all that much.
Your true form. I did it! I mean, you did it, Trinity. We did it.
Excellent work, Beck. Excellent. You have surpassed even my greatest expectations.
Warning. All cells in the area destabilizing.
She means that the whole place is coming down! Ah!
The assimilation threat is gone. Mighty numbers, rescue Beck and Trinity.
Roger that!
And this is literally how the game ends. Literally how the game ends. So underwhelming. Because on my first playthrough, that final boss was ticking me off so much. And then when I beat the final boss, and you know, and I'm like, this is the ending? Really? So anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the credits roll until it gets to the backers stuff. Once I get to the backers stuff, I'm going to skip all of the credits. Unless you want to watch 3 hours worth of credits on the backers where I talk like 3 hours where I talk to you, the viewers, for 3 hours, you know, in the credits. So yeah, when it gets to the backers, I'm gonna skip all of the credits. You know, the rest of them. So yes, that was Mighty Number 9. And well, I see the potential of this game being good. I mean, I do like to go fast in this game, like Mega Man X. You know, I like to go, yeah, because like when you try to beat the game as fast as you can, like I was kind of trying to, except for skipping the cutscenes. Yeah, if you do what I did, or if you do what I do, or if you do what I did, whatever. Yeah, you might have a good time like I do. I like going fast in this game. And the voice acting, I don't really like all that much. If I'm being honest, it's almost as if they're looking at the script and they weren't even trying to voice act. They were just reading the lines from their script. And if, also for the record, Some Call Me Johnny is in the you know, backers list, but I'm still skipping that stuff. So yeah, I can see the potential of this game being good, like I said, but the game is kind of mediocre, and the level design, some of the level designs I do not like, especially on that one stage where you have to try to find this one mighty number, and you're only given one checkpoint. That's it. And you know, I do like some of the music. But even when you crank up all the music, you can barely hear the music. You can, however, you can change the music to retro if you want to, which plays 8-bit versions of the soundtrack, which makes the music a little bit louder, but still. Well, if you're talking to me as this video game fan, I'm fine, I guess. But if you're referring to Video Game Fan 5, well, yeah. But otherwise, I'm doing pretty good otherwise. So, yeah, like, this game, it could have been better, but for $15 or $20, or the $20 bill that I use, I could have spent $20 on worse games. I guess. I could have spent my money on worse games than this. Like, heck, I mean, I'm not gonna do it, but for all I care, I could have just spent $20 on frickin' Bubsy 3D, which I'm not doing that, but I'm just saying, so it could have been worse, and even then, I don't have a PS1 anyway, but I'm just saying as an example. Yeah, and prior to the Wii U, 3DS eShops closing, they never they actually removed this game on the shop. I don't know if they removed it on the PlayStation 4 store, but I do know, see, basically I got this game physically at a retro store. And yeah, and basically, they released this game on pretty much almost everything except for the 3DS and Vita. Which is understandable, because I don't see how the 3DS could have ran this game. Maybe the Vita could have ran it, but the 3DS, I don't see how the 3DS could have ran this game. I mean, I'm not saying that the 3DS is a bad handheld, far from it. I do love the 3DS, even though I owned a 2DS. And yes, I know, it's a 2DS, I know. But I got a 2DS because, you know, I just wanted a cheaper 3DS, and it's a good thing I got a 2DS when I did, because I think several months after I got the 2DS, that was when they announced that they were no longer supporting 3DS and 2DS systems. You know, so it's a good thing I bought the 2DS when I did. And I also have Kirby Triple Deluxe, which I am currently replaying that one. And the first game I bought, the game I bought for my 2DS, not the 3DS, but for the 2DS was Fire Emblem Echoes Shadows of Valentia, or Shadows of Valentia, whatever how it's pronounced. Yeah. I highly recommend Fire Emblem Echoes Shadows of Valentia, because that is my second favorite Fire Emblem game of all time, right up there with Fire Emblem Three Houses, because Fire Emblem Three Houses is what got me into the series. So, would I recommend getting Fire Emblem? So, let's see, there's KJ Inafune right there. Because, you know, Mega Man. So, would I recommend this game? No. I would not recommend it. I would not recommend getting this game unless you can get the game at a very cheap price. You know, maybe like say $15, $10, $5, $2, whatever. If you can find it for a cheap price, I would consider buying it. But even then, not really. So there's the backer stuff. So because this is the backer stuff, we're gonna skip all of that. So it's a good thing that there is a skip button, because if there wasn't, we would have to watch all 3 hours. 3 hours of the credits, all because of the backer stuff.
To evolve ethically, to grow responsibly. Just wait. This will revolutionize the science of robotics, the fate of all robots, of all mankind.
You got lucky, that's all. And cleaning up your own mess doesn't make you a visionary. Besides, who can guarantee the behavior of robots left to their own devices, evolving on their own? This heart of yours is unnecessary, and worse, dangerous. I remain unconvinced, Bill.
Don't call me that. My name is William White. I'll show you. I'll show you and everyone else who doubted me.
Yeah, see, the way Dr. White said that makes it seem as though that there was gonna be a sequel to where Dr. White was gonna be a bad guy in the sequel or whatever. But because this game didn't sell well, the game's reputation was bad when it was released. You know, everything else.
All right.
Everything else. Yeah, because of that, they never did a sequel, and I don't think they are ever gonna do a sequel, because the game didn't sell well. So I'm gonna go to the radio tower, and then I'm going to find a raid target as well. After the level loads.
System ready? Go!
Beck has arrived at the tower. Mighty number 6 must be transmitting from the apex.
Sorry to make you climb it on foot, Beck, but it's all part of the plan.
Okay, so now that I have found, well actually before that, I'm actually gonna make sure that the Sorry, I thought I was just trying to show you about the audio thing. But so there you guys have it, everybody. The Mighty Number 9 live stream yeah, the game isn't very good. The game isn't very good. But the stream went by pretty well, even though I did die quite a bit of times in the stream. But the stream, I thought, was pretty good. So, now let's go on ahead and see if I can find a good raid target. Okay, so Okay, so I already rated Kiever last time, so that's all the questions. So it's either I raid Ashley, aka Lil Ball of Fun, who is playing Final Fantasy IX, which I think that game is underrated. I also recommend that game too. Or I raid Marcos, in which he is celebrating his graduation, class of 2023, celebrating it all day long. So who shall I raid? Well, let's see. Well, Marcos is gonna be streaming all day long, so I think it would be more worth it to raid Marcos. So let's see what game he's playing. Yeah, let's see what game he's playing right now. Oh, okay, yeah, he's doing Splatoon. He's doing Splatoon. So, or Splatoon 3. So, well, even though I okay, never mind. Well, let's see if Ashley is still streaming. Okay, yeah, she is. As much as I would like to raid Marcos, the thing of it is he is on a match right now, so I think it'd be more worth it to raid Ashley, in which, like I said, she is playing Final Fantasy IX, which again is, I think, is underrated. So just to qualify, I'm gonna make sure I copy or cut and paste. So if you guys want to join me on the raid, here is the link to the stream, and here is you know, my damn it. Sorry. Anyway, I'm gonna say my little outro that I normally do, and then I'll end the stream here. So anyways, folks, this was a pretty good stream all around, and hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give the stream a like. If you want to subscribe to our channel, subscribe. If you want to subscribe to our channel, sorry, let me redo that. If you like watching these kinds of streams, click the like button. If you want to subscribe to our channel, subscribe. If you want to subscribe to our channel, but you want to know when I am streaming, subscribe and click the bell icon, so then that way you guys will know when I am streaming or doing a video, and we will go on from there. And so that will do it for Mighty Number 9, and hope you guys enjoyed it, even though this game isn't all that great. At least in my opinion, it's not. Or then again, this reputation of the game is not good as it is. But anyway, before I get myself carried away, I'll see you guys next time, whenever I feel up to it. And well, Video Game Fan 96 is out of here. Bye everyone. See you whenever I feel up to it. And well, peace out everybody. Peace out.